Good morning. Very quick, I want to put out a vlog instead of us trying to have a meeting with all the coordinators because that's just very difficult for all of us. So I'm going to try to give you the information very quickly. Please pay attention to the whole video. Also, I've emailed with this an attachment to the syllabus. Please make sure you read the whole thing thoroughly. I know we're really busy, but take 5 minutes today, make sure you understand everything, and then you can go back to all the chaos that is our normal teaching day. I have helped Ms. Price coordinate the mentors this semester. The mentors are students that work either in the classrooms or the offices. The students that work in the classrooms are called facilitators. The mentors that work in the office, so it's peer leadership, but we refer to them in general as mentors. You're referred to as a coordinator. You'll be coordinating the mentor. The mentors are for the most part seniors, a couple of juniors and underclassmen, but for the most part they're seniors. Now, while they're assigned to you, and you'll see them very soon show up in your TAC, we're working on that. You'll get some email information about that, so you'll be keeping up with their attendance and entering their grades. In the meantime, if they're absent, please email Ms. Bybee so that she can enter their absence into the attendance computer. The students are assigned to you. They'll report to you every day. Treat them just like a regular student as far as punctuality. But hopefully you'll be able to use them in an increasingly leadership role in your classroom or in your environment. Be aware, though, that there may be times that we pull the mentors. For example, later in the month when the state's coming in to do the evaluation, we may pull them to escort them around the building. Miss McMillan's got like 300 boxes of books coming to the media center. We may pull them for a couple of days to help Miss McMillan out. But they'll always report to you first, and then we'll probably have them in a couple of situations where they get reassigned. But in general, they're going to be in your environment doing your things and helping you out. So let's go over a couple of items really fast that I wanted to make sure we pointed out. You'll be doing a weekly mentor sheet that's in the attachment. You'll need to copy that sheet and have copies every Friday for your mentor. Very quickly, in your environment, you should have a folder or space for them to keep all of their assignments and all of their materials, and that way you'll be able to do the grades really quickly. And so these mentor evaluation sheets, just basically they're 1 to 5. And for the most part, your students shouldn't need that much correction, but it is a way for you to kind of correct behaviors that may become, difficulty over time. But like I said, normally they're going to make, they're going to make 5s on most of the stuff. At the bottom, there's tutoring hours. The students are asked to do 6 hours of outside of class time assistance for you. And tutoring can be anything you deem. Also, you can determine how much they have to do. If you don't have a lot of outside class time need for them, then that's okay. That's up to you how you grade them on that. But the expectation's about 6 hours. For those of you teaching Spanish class, if you have Tuesday mornings where kids come in for tutoring, that'd be a good opportunity for that student to come in and get their tutoring in 30-minute increments, and that'd be 12 weeks of tutoring at 30 minutes. And so the idea is that they are involved in that way. They can be involved in helping you in something else. If you're after school, your club's doing a support drive, they can help you with that or something like that in a leadership role. That certainly would count. It's completely up to you how that tutoring is done and how those 6 hours are satiated. In fact, if you choose to not use them at all, that's okay. That is your decision as a coordinator. But they would document that on the bottom of the weekly evaluation sheet, which is, and they know how to do that. A couple of quick things on the coordinator policies and expectations. Again, this is what kind of the rules and regulations for you. You do need to provide them opportunities, learning opportunities, and so try not to have them just sit at your desk day after day after day. Help them, let them get involved with the class. Let them help students when you break up into small groups to help them go. They can go around and check kids and things like that. Just engage them. Let them go do copy and let them feel like they're participating in something. And it is okay to let them have a day a week where they just kind of do studies in class because you don't have anything for them. That's completely okay. But we do want to make sure that they're being used. Secondly, they can be allowed to grade objective work. So, for example, running Scantrons, they could grade multiple choices. I've even used one to go through and identify misspelled words. But as far as grade this essay on content, that's something you would still need to do. But you'll find this is really, really helpful that they can go through. They can check off assignments. They can check off that the students completed work. It's really a great asset. They should not have access to any computer protected program, TAC, etc. Also give them trust in increments until you really get to know them a little better. If you've already know the student, my student this year, I've had her since 9th grade, and I'm very fortunate with that. I know her very well, but a lot of these students are new to you. Just give them a little bit of trust at a time, let them build over time. And feel to go and have little perks if they want to go get a drink or something, from the drink machine. Absolutely let them have that. They can copy. That's something we worked out for this semester. They need to go to the front office and report to Miss Bean, and she will assign them to a copier to use for your copying. So hopefully that'll help you out a lot too. So they can copy this semester. But we want them, the reason we're calling them mentors is we really want to see them build relationships with students and with you, opportunities to see what it's like to be a teacher, and opportunities to work with younger students. Under no circumstances should they be allowed to leave campus unless they're checked out like a normal student's checked out or on a field trip or something like that. So they can do errands on campus, but just they should be campus-only errands. But if, that could be just about anything on campus that you need to have done. They don't always have to be supervised, which is nice. It's one of the things about them being the seniors particularly is that they can, if they need to go to the front office without your escort to do copying, that's totally okay. They are aware that you can assign them minor duties around the classroom, like my student actually dusts my room because I'm allergic to dust and she's not, which is super nice for me because I don't get sick in my classroom. They can wipe off tables or help you organize a book room or any of those kinds of things to help you maintain your space. Setting up computers for maybe a class or whatever things you need around your classroom done, they can certainly be assigned those duties. And try to avoid putting them in situations where they're working with students their own or similar age. That's more of a challenge for the mentors as far as particularly with the trust side of things. I find that when I have seniors working with ninth graders, I never have any trouble whatsoever with my mentors. When I run into trouble is when I have two mentors in one period that are same age, or when the mentor is in a class with kids their own age. They tend to have a more difficult time taking a leadership role. Of course, that depends upon the kid. So, kind of be aware of that as well. You will be doing evaluation on them. They have a final exam, which I will email out to them. They will also have course assignments that I also will email to them. All you'll have to do is grade it. And that is up to you. If the final exam might be reflect on the semester and tell me what you learned, you can just look at it and go, hey, that's great, give you 100. That is your decision. You're going to be the one entering the grade, not me. But please do make sure they're doing the course assignments. They'll probably be doing something like reading an article about how to be a good mentor or role model, and then writing like, what were the 5 best things they learned out of the article. Very, very brief. We don't want this to be burdensome. You will maintain their tutoring hours and be responsible for determining how they're going to fulfill that responsibility, and you're going to maintain the weekly evaluations. So everything will be in your room or in your environment. Again, if you can find a place to put everything, grades come up, we have to have so many grade assessments, etc., because this is like a normal class. And then you'll actually be the one entering the grades in the comments. Okay, so nothing will really come back to me. In fact, their syllabus said for me to get their form back by Friday, and that is not the case. They'll actually turn that into you by Friday. So it's kind of a little contract at the bottom between the 3 of y'all. Also, please make sure they're signing up for the things on the last page. That's for me to be able to communicate with them. So I'll take care of the assignments as far as the legalistic side of the course. Your side is just to provide them rich opportunities to learn and grow as leaders, to be mentors, and to help you out in the classroom. That's definitely a point of this, is for to reduce some of the stress on some of our teachers as well. So enjoy them. If you have any issues, first of all, if you have a disciplinary issue, that probably needs to go through an administrator as normal. But if you're having some kind of minor issue or need some advice, I've been doing mentorship at Centennial for over a decade, and so I've kind of got some background on this. Feel free to contact me. We can get together and talk about it and try to resolve your issues. Thanks so much for your attention, and enjoy your mentors.